The title of this podcast is How Easily We Forget What People Do for Us. This is a good one because I had an experience earlier today in which a good friend was sharing with somebody else how I was unsupported to them in one particular situation. While I disagree with them, it wasn't the first time they brought it up. It's been several times they brought it up at every opportunity. And one time we had a meeting to where they could share about it and provide me with how they were feeling about the situation, in which I just thanked them for sharing. I didn't apologize. I didn't think an apologize was warranted. I think that their stuff got hit, which is okay. But my role in this particular situation, feeling like I didn't do anything wrong, was just keep an open heart with them because they were closing their heart with me or blaming me. That was their path. My path is keeping an open heart as they do that. And we had a meeting today and with another person, and they said it again. And I thought this was put to bed about 4 weeks ago, but apparently for them, it isn't put to bed. And again, with the other person, I just smiled and I just listened and I accepted that that's the way they were feeling. And what I shared this with another friend, and they reminded me like all the things that you've done for this person. Like, how could they say that you are have been unkind or did not consider that? Like, you're the last person who who's not of service to other people, who is not kind. Like, you will do things for the people when there's really nothing in it for you. You will support them. So I hear about you on a pickleball court with people and drilling them, you know, to benefit them and not for yourself, or going to things with kids and events, whatever the case will be. With ToBeRe, since starting it, that's really what I've done. I've continued to try to serve and give to others with no expectation of anything in return. And if people, forgot about that kindness, that was okay because I didn't need them to remember it for us still to be friends. I did it because that's what I wanted to do. And so, which is the theme of this podcast, is this friend was like, you've done so much for this person. Like, you provide constant like coaching for them and providing feedback when they ask you for it, like on a weekly basis. You don't charge them for anything. And I just said, I know, and it's okay. And what it reminded me of was my own past behavior in which someone would do something that hit my stuff and they didn't do anything wrong. My ego said it was wrong. And based on that, I would automatically forget all the things they've done for me. Incredible. So take, for example, in ToBeRe, most people are incredibly thoughtful and consistent about showing up to workouts when they commit to coming to workouts or doing things like that. There are some people who are not so consistent, and when they cancel, it's often for some reason. It's not my job to judge the reason as being valid or invalid. But the old Keith, a long time ago, many years before the practice, when that would happen, I would find myself closing my heart to them and withholding affection, connection, positive thoughts to them, and totally forgetting that there had been several years that these people had paid monthly dues to support ToBeRe and help us be viable. And so that's what I mean, that when your stuff gets hit, watch how easily you forget the good that people have done for you. And they literally become an enemy. Like but if you remember all the things they've done for you, you'd be like, how ridiculous am I being for letting my ego forget about the generosity and kindness of this person. Like, how could I do that? I see people do it with their parents. Parents sacrifice their whole lives, all the sporting events, raising kids, to be adults, helping them through college, whatever, helping them get their first home. And the minute that mom or dad does something that they think is out of order or not supportive, they immediately forget all the wonderful things that this person has done to support them over their lifetime. And you can do the same thing in the workplace with your colleagues or with your siblings, is that take a moment when that thing comes up and your stuff gets hit. Remember all of the kind acts, generous acts that these folks have done for you. And that will help you tap into gratitude for them. And in doing so, it creates a space to let go of this perceived slight, infraction, or act that you think they are wrong for. You let all that go, and then your heart will open up to them again. So I encourage you to remember all the good that people do for you. Remember that, and give people grace and keep an open heart to them. Otherwise, you will suffer, perhaps without even knowing it, and you'll cause suffering to other people. Just be love and be loving.